It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Right to the air is Carr.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller.
5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a play fake. Carr on the move to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. On first down, Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Wilson on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On second down, a run to Hall.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Ball again on second down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the 10, 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Raiders at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season. And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken on the midfield logo. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Carr going to throw. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Caught right side, Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson, completes it to Davis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we sit in our EA studios here in Orlando, here's John.
How do we look at the next gen stats for the Jets in that first half? And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Hall again.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 22, Carr. And that's complete to Adams.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing now is Carr. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now Carr. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. And this one's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Straight ahead is Hall. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. but you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his throw here's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The big fella. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And now here come the Raiders.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
On first down, Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football, trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Carr to throw on 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give, running right is Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a give to Hall.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run with Hall.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So Carr and the Raiders now down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
Carr to throw. Able to connect with Jacobs.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Here's Carr.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
Throwing his Carr. Connecting with Renfro.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now Carr, got to have this one. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Carr.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
To throw is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.